Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for the 16th of December. Starting with the DAX here on the 4-hour chart. We've been looking, as you know, as this is wave 4 here, and we're looking for a move to the upside. So this particular move through here can be counted as 5 waves once this is finished through here. We'll take a look at that in a moment, but then a pullback for an ABC for 2 and then continuing higher at that particular point. So let's go in and have a look at this little area through here. On the 1-hour chart here, we can look at wave 1 and 2 here. All of this counting as the 3rd wave, 4th wave, and 5th wave to the upside. So we are looking at 13,000, which is a major trading level, and then we've got minor trading levels 1, 2, and 3, and then 5 here. So we can put in 5 over here. We know that if we get a tested support, which we're looking at now, a tested support on top of the 3 here, the 300 in this case, then we'll see the market move up to the next Fibonacci number, number 5. So these are all in ratios as well in that regard. So yeah, let's just go in and have a little look at this on the tick chart, because it looks like 5 waves down here, doesn't it? So if that was the case, we would see 5 down, 3 up, and then coming back here again in that case. So it's just going to the tick chart, because it looks like 5 waves, but it's not. So when we look at it in here, we can see that we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the A wave, the B wave pulling back up to supply levels here, 50-60%, and then another 5 waves down here. So it looks like we've got an impulse wave building here as well. So it's quite likely that wave 4 is already in play here. Okay, so that means that we'll be pushing up from that point. If you wanted to go along here, that's fine. So we can just take a look at that. Let me just have a little look at this here. Well, we've got 3 waves here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So we've got 5 here, correction of 5 here. So it's corrective in this point. So I mean, sure, it could still pull down here a bit, but at the end of the day, it's still corrective. In this move up through here, we've got yeah, we can look at that as 5 waves. So we've got 1 and 2 here, then 1 and 2 here, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Well, A and a B and a C maybe. We've still got this one and this one. So I've just got to resolve that in here. But it can be counted up as 5 waves. But yeah, well, we've got 3 waves here for it. Must be a 4th wave here. It's got to be a 4th wave here. So we'll still see this move up. So we can go along from here. So we'll go back to here, and we'll copy that. We'll put this in here, but I'll just put it as a half a position, because we don't want to put everything at risk. And yeah, and I just might move that stop out of the way just for a moment here. We don't need that. I mean, wave 4s could get a bit ugly. And the other thing I need to check on as well is the 38.2% retracement level. So from wave 2 low here roughly to here. Yeah, so we're cool. So it's on it's on the 300 here, so that will stick to that. So it's done its little thing here. So we should be okay at that point. That should be that. So that's all looking quite good. And the FTSE also, we've got Big Bad Boris back in play. So that means that all the rich people can keep their tax haven in the UK, not being, if they were part of the UN, well then they would lose their the 5th biggest. Is it the 5th biggest? I think it is the 5th biggest tax haven in the world, isn't it? The UK and its little islands, you know. So if they join the UN, well then they would lose all of that, wouldn't they? Would come under their laws and things eventually. So anyway, that's my politics for the day. So this here, we're looking at It's just not. Oh, that's the S&P. Sorry, that's Monday for you. So here, just on the hourly chart here, last time we spoke, I had that in blue wave 1, but I've just changed it to this one just for the time being. So 1 and 2 here. Excuse me. And then looking at all, this is the third wave up here. The fourth wave can pull back to the 38.2% retracement level. Or the wave 4 of 1 less degree won't pull the back that far. There's too much supply there, but it could pull back to this little area through here. But once again, this does appear to have a corrective move in there. So if I just go to the tick chart here for a moment, you can see here we've got that nice ABC pattern here for this. So that can be done and dusted there. If you wanted to go long here, then go long on the support of 7,400 here, because if it was going to fail, then this is where it was going to fail from, this supply here or this supply here. So a nice classic trading levels pattern on here, a bit like this here. Just wait for you got some highs to go long on. So yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing with the classic trading levels pattern. You trade to the next number, the next largest number, you get out, you wait for because that's the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, then the corrective pattern, and then when it gets support over here, get back in. You can get back in over here if you wanted to as well, but I just, try to keep things as safe as possible. So look, that wave 4 could possibly be in. I mean, obviously wave 4s can get a bit, a bit more complicated than a simple ABC here, but yeah, it looks sort of okay-ish actually. So we should see this push up into 500 from this point. Just go back and check here. And like I say before, is that the third wave normally comes in at the top over here, and that's why you can have drawn out fourth waves here. So just be mindful of that. So we'll leave the stop out of the way. We've already taken skin out of the game, so we're okay. We're traveling light at this stage. So we'll just allow this to consume time and price and things, and then we'll look for this move up through here. I really need to go back and check all of this too. I think I'm okay with it. Yeah, I think I am. Alrighty, that's that. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Cheers.